I here today as usual on the 2015 Honda. Thought about dragging the Sportster out today since it's a nice day. I'm at Pee Wee, West Virginia. I just kind of play it by ear what to do on the way back. I seen one road, and it was right across from another road called Garfield Heights. House Chalmer. And I thought about taking it, I still might. Kind of a windy day. And speaking of that, the road across from the one I'm thinking about turning at, I might turn at either one of them. It's called Windy Ridge, and I've seen the other end of it come out on 21 before. I've never been through there. My visor keeps wanting to about half shut on me on its own. It's annoying. I climbed a pretty good sized hill and had a sign on the hill, I think it said Windy Gap. And right at the top of it, one side was what they call Garfield Heights now, one side was that Windy Ridge. On natural gas. I'm just going to put that down for now because it keeps wanting to about half shut and bothering me. Shine Batten Road, I think is what it said. I'd say at the top of this hill is where I need to make up my mind on which way to go. Most of this road was smooth, but it did have a few spots in it. Oh yeah, it was right at the Wirt-Jackson County line. Nothing behind me, I'm thinking. One is Windy Ridge. Garfield Heights Road is one I'm going to try. I'm pretty sure that should be the one that we used to just call Garfield Ridge or Garfield Road. And it takes you back out to Leroy. I kind of looked for it one day and didn't see it on the Leroy end. Chair. A lot of people around here call a chair a cheer. And then, as I mentioned the other day on that one of the Facebook groups I'm on about this motorcycle, the Honda NC700X 750s, your majority of them are not Americans. These motorcycles are more popular in other places than they are America. I don't know whether they hit like auto-translate or what, but lots of times when they refer to the seat on the motorcycle, they call it a chair. The chair. If this is the right road, I've not been on it. I wasn't driving the last time I was on it. I went through here one time with my dad, if it's the same one. It would have been, hello puppies, it would have been it would have probably been the very, very early 80s, like 81 or 82. I might have been old enough to drive and just wasn't driving, but either way, it's been 45 years. Smell natural gas again. There's a lot of natural gas around here, and a lot of people get free gas, or at least they used to, because they had gas on their property. Or a well on their property, I don't know how it was. God mercy, forgiveness, and extend them. Garfield Heights Road, fallen timber. I've seen fallen timber on the Leroy side. This is probably the way we went, because I do remember seeing the fallen timber sign, but never seen a Garfield Road sign. Don't know what to expect from the road. I would speculate that we're still a good ways from Leroy. Maybe not. Buzzard. Big old stump. And the camera picked up just a big hole all of a sudden. Must have been a culvert pipe or something going through that one time. Or some sort of drain. It's supposed to be about in the mid-50s today. No, I think it's supposed to be 60 today. It's 1:11 now. I should have checked my time. We'll just say I started this. Well, you say I started it at 1, but I know it was a little later than that. But it was still a little chilly on the fast road, especially my face shield up. I'm going to have to do something about this face shield wanting to ride down on me on its own. I don't know what a person could do about it. I don't know if it's just been folded up and down too many times or whether there's some way of adjusting it. Well, the road's forking off down here. Appaloosa Run. Well, I'm going to go this way. I assume this one is still fallen timber. Didn't have an arrow pointing this way. People over there. Well, it looks to be a good enough road. I'm sure it'll come out somewhere. Of course, sometimes a road will be good until the last house where somebody lives, and then it's downhill from that. But this looks pretty good, and the houses are pretty close together. Rhodes, very common name around here. Casto is the most common. Around here it might be McVeigh. I mean, as close to Leroy as we should be. There's a lot of McVeighs, several Hills. Stats is a pretty common name. Rhodes, like I say, Casto's the big one. And then certain parts of the county, like around Mount Alto and Collegeville and stuff, you got a lot of people with the last name Click, but you don't. The rest of the county, you don't see people named Click. We're already down to Liverpool Road. That wasn't very far through there. No more than 15 minutes, probably less. I know that has to be Liverpool Road. Yeah, fallen timber. I've seen that sign from the other side. This is right in the middle of Leroy. Dog over there. There's the old Leroy post office. Two dogs. Hello, puppy. When I say that's a new one, probably about 19... I don't know, also the early 80s when they built that. They ain't very new. My dad was postmaster there as a reason. But believe it or not, that post office, even when it was in the small building, he was only postmaster a short time there before they built the new building. But it had two carriers run out of it because it covers such a big area. And Liverpool and Leroy, I've mentioned before, they more or less just blend into each other. I think this church is Liverpool Church. One up on the bank here. But no, we ain't to it yet. Up there. I wasn't in low gear. Anyway, there's church. I don't know why I came up there. Liverpool Church. I let this run roughly a half hour and then maybe shut it off and maybe start another one. I think I'll give this way today. Are they burning? Oh man. Oh. Awful black looking smoke. It's like a tire or something. Makes you want to spit, but you can't with a helmet on. Especially not with my camera right in front of my mouth. Sandy Holler. I've seen that road up around Reedy. The other end of it. Tomorrow's supposed to be a nice day, and then after that, it's supposed to not be very nice for a while. Today and tomorrow might be the two best days we had to ride for a long time. Of course, I've been riding a lot, taking advantage of decent weather. I'll probably stop this between 130 and 135. We always called this big run. The sign said frozen camp, but it ain't the same frozen camp that I normally go on. Could be the same little creek, I don't know, because it could run a good ways. But had to somehow cross Route 33, which is way up here. Anyways, we'll just call this Big Run. Hope my camera don't do that streaking like it did that one day. I go bring my other battery and didn't do it. Seems like not much actual GoPro name brand stuff that goes on Black Fridays. There's people, I see reviews on Amazon and reviews and things, but that they use the knockoff batteries, and some act like they're good, and then other people talk like they swelled up and they did this and they might damage the camera, I don't know. But I wouldn't mind getting me another Enduro battery, maybe a better way to charge them. I got to charge them in the camera. I got the regular standard blue battery. I never hardly use it. I've been using this white Enduro battery ever since I got my camera. Well, we're definitely on Big Run by now. Honda. What's that called? Mason Ridge. Red Robin Ridge. I'm pretty sure I knew some people that lived on this road, but I'm pretty sure there's a pretty big house at the bottom of this hill that I knew people that had it. And I think out this driveway here, a girl that I went to school with, she was the same age as me in my class. She might have been a year older, some kids were. But she lived out there. She had a younger brother, my brother's age. Well, anyways, the younger brother, you'd see stuff on Facebook, he had cancer. He lived for a while, I mean, but he ended up dying. I would still see her sometimes in town with her mother. She never married. Big old hawk flying through there. Landed in that tree. That's a big one. Big old red tail. There he goes. Yeah, there's that house. They've actually kind of remodeled it nicer than it ever was. I mean, not ever was, but nicer than it used to be. But anyways, she was normal. I mean, she was normal intelligence. She wasn't extremely shy, I don't guess. I mean, she wasn't a real outgoing person. But anyways, I see her like at the stores with her mother and things like that. And like 2 years ago or something, seen where she had died. Big old chicken. I'll let this run 5 more minutes, but I ain't gonna be off this road in 5 minutes. Old schoolhouse or something. Oh, that's the target somebody has set up. I thought it was just a lone tombstone or something. Well, we're coming up on about a half hour on this. I'll give it a few minutes, maybe stop at an intersection or something. Tomorrow's gun buck season. I mean, you can still get it though, but well, up here is probably where I'll stop it. I don't think we're real far from the end of the road. Well, thanks for watching. This will